Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with the review for Power Season 5, Episode 8. So we got a doozy today. And I need to hurry up because the gardener is at my neighbor's house, which means he's coming here next, and it's going to be loud, and he's going to be wondering what I'm doing. So, we got to get to it. But first, what a fellowship, what a joy divine, leaning on the everlasting arms. What a blessedness, what a peace is mine, leaning on the everlasting arms, leaning, safe and secure from all alarms, leaning on the everlasting arms. Amen. Yes. It's a whole lot to talk about, you guys, and we got to get through it. So with all that being said, let's get to it, shall we? First of all, if you have not seen the show, do not watch this review, because you're going to be really upset. I'm sure you're going to want to have the surprises that's going to come within this episode, so I'm just giving you the fair warning. But if you want to stick around, fine. Now, remember last week, James said that he would turn himself in if he had to. Angie was like, no, you're not doing that. Nobody is doing that. Okay, they will break apart your story in no time. And she even starts asking Ghost some questions, and he can't answer them. So we got to come with a better solution. Ghost says that they're going to blame Dre, and he's gonna need that gun because I guess he's gonna use that to try to plant it on Dre. Tasha has a different idea. She tells Angela, yeah, we're not gonna worry about Dre. Okay, you ever heard of Kanan Stark? We jump over to Angie's team at the prosecution, and what's her name, Bianca, the NYPD lady, she's telling the team that Silverton ran. Okay, so they ain't got him no more. First chair says that's no big deal. Still other subpoenas out there. They gonna still subpoena Keisha. That's when Donovan comes in the room and he says, look, he ain't got nothing. There was no surveillance of the murder of that man Marshall in the jail. Conveniently, the cameras were off that night. Tamika says, well, we do have Teresi as a witness. Okay, so first chair, overly dedicated, I need you guys to put the squeeze on Proctor. See what you can get out of him and make sure that Angela does not find out about it. So overly dedicated has Proctor in for questioning. Okay, right when they taking him in the room, they pass outside. See, Donovan has his cousin. All right, so Proctor's looking like, damn. He goes in there with first chair, and first chair, first of all, why all of a sudden first chair is so, slovenly, like, not really slovenly, but he just real, like, slimy, just kind of always laid back and looking like kind of, I was just like, oh, first chair, you really letting that other side show, ain't you? He tells Proctor that he's going to get him for perjury. Proctor's just like, none of it's going to stick. They start trying to build this case, trying to get him shaken, rattled, telling him what he might know about Ghost and Tommy, but Proctor doesn't move. They said, well, maybe this will shake you up a little bit, and they show him a picture of Marshall, the guard that was killed in the jail. He was like, damn, somebody got to him, huh? They was like, yeah, James St. Patrick did it. He was just like, yeah, whatever. But Proctor inside his mind, I'm sure, is racing. They was like, listen, you better come around, because if not, we're going to charge you as an integral part of James St. Patrick's whole drug organization. Proctor's telling them, why would James kill him the day before he's getting out of jail? Why would he risk it? That makes absolutely no sense. And they were like, yeah, okay, well, you can pop all that if you want to, but we got a witness to this murder, so the ball's in your court. Now, next we see Dre. He meet with Spanky and 2-Bit, and they tell him how, Diego dead, but Ghost ain't dead because Kanan is the one that killed him. Dre's like, did you kill Kanan? Nope. Why not? Because you didn't tell us to. Remember, we do what you tell us to do and nothing else? Dre was like, okay, all right. But next time you get a clear shot of him, you make sure you get his ass. So while they talking, Cristobal shows up. He's all dressed up, real nice. Like, 2-Bit is looking at him like, oh, what you all done up for? Not that it's any of your business, but I got business to take care of. Dre was like, okay. He kind of put the end to that, sends 2-Bit and Spanky out the room, and then he tells Cristobal, look, when we meet with Quinn, I need you to address me as Mr. Coleman. Cristobal was like, you kidding, right? He was like, do I look like I am? Dre always got to get the do I look like. So they meet with Quinn, okay? Remember, she is the You know, she's a part of the Bass organization, the Bass group. Dre introduces Cristobal, you know, he's the perfect, you know, epitome of a businessman. You know, Quinn is looking like, oh, so you're going to be running the clubs while Dre is gone? Good, because Dre is going to be going to Paris much sooner than we thought. But you know how to run the club? You know, Cristobal, yes, I was helping my uncles run their clubs in Miami from a little boy, okay? I got to the point where I know exactly what I'm doing. So she's like, oh, that's great. You know, Dre is looking at him like, oh, he put a little extra on the story. All right. She's like, well, that's great news. Okay. I'm sure it'll be in good hands with you. And Dre, listen out for your travel instructions. So when they finished, you know, Dre was like, that was a nice touch, you know, talking about your uncles. Okay. And he was just like, who said it had to be a story? I was like, okay, Dre, I hope you know that Cristobal is coming for your club, baby. Okay. Wake up. Cristobal knows what he's doing. He just laying in the cut. He gonna take that shit. You better be ready. Now, Ghost goes and tells Tommy that he popped Diego. And Tommy was like, without me? And he was just like, look, it was a last minute opportunity. We had to act on it. But look, now that that's done, that'll buy you some more time with Jason. And Tommy was like, who says that Jason is even going to believe any of that? Kanan was sitting over there listening. He was like, well, I got Diego head on ice, so I can get that to you if you want to. But look, I got to go. Okay, because he gets a text message from that damn stupid ass Tariq. Okay, so Tariq wants to meet up with him, so Kanan can't stick around. When Kanan leaves, Tommy texts Jason and says, 1 down, 1 to go. Anyway, Ghost is telling Tommy how, look, we're going to have to, you know, turn up the heat on Dre because the cops are closing in on Tariq. So Ghost now wants to frame Dre. Tommy is just like, well, I did see Dre and Ray Ray talking on the street that time, so at least that connects them. And Ghost was like, okay, that's good. That's good enough. Okay, after that, we'll connect the stories and then we'll put Dre down for the kill. Tommy gets a text back from Jason, was just like, okay, well, that did buy you a little bit of time, but not a lot. Okay, and Tommy was like, damn, I thought he'd be more happy than this. Well, something sparked Ghost's interest, and Ghost was like, or his suspicions, and he was like, you know what, I need you to ride with me real quick. I want to check out a spot. So they staking out Dre's club. They see Dre and Cristobal coming out looking like a Ghost and Tommy 2.0. Tommy was like, look, they look like us. Okay, oh, good looking motherfuckers. Tommy was like, look, we can get him here since we know his spot, but I gotta go. I got something to do. And he was like, oh, what you about to do? He said, oh, you still okay drinking the Teresi Kool-Aid? And Tommy was like, you know what? Don't even be all hard on me. You don't be telling me everything you doing too. Okay, so just let me know when you ready to hit Dre. Okay, but I'm out. So he rushes and goes get Keisha and brings Keisha back to the house. Keisha's about to meet his parents. Connie is so nice to Keisha. Oh, hey, honey. But did you guys see that Teresi looked at Keisha like, nigga blood? I said, I told you them Italians don't do Negroes. He kind of looked at her, but he was cordial. He was nice, okay? He wasn't rude. They sit down to dinner, and Tommy was just like, oh, you know, Connie, that was a good idea about the ambulance job. And, you know, they kind of just like, oh, don't be talking in front of the company. And he was just like, oh, no, me and Keisha, we've been through a whole lot together. She ride or die. I'm just like, why is she ride or die, and what really have they been through together? Oh my God, this whole relationship is so hard to swallow. I understand why it has to happen, but I'm just like, ugh. Connie says, well, Keisha, let me tell you, loving men like this ain't never easy, okay? In and out of jail, like Teresi was in jail for 25 years. I thought he was going to be gone forever, but, you know, he's out. But that's only because of luck, okay? So you in for a whole lot of heartbreak, you stick around. But Keisha says she in it to win it. They can be better than ever, so she's not going to never let go. And all this, I was just like, okay, fucking Titanic. They about to Rose and Jack us to death. I was like, ugh. I'm so sick of these two. After the dinner, I guess it goes well, and he takes Keisha back home. Okay, they're about to get busy. I was like, please, I cannot watch a sex scene between these two. But we are saved by a knock at the door. Tommy gets up and he's like, who the fuck you got coming over here? She was like, it's nobody. Ain't no nigga coming over here right now. She was like, go answer the door if you don't believe me. He goes and answers the door, and the guy at the door was like, is this Keisha's whatever? Keisha was like, yes. He hands her a subpoena and said, you've been summoned, okay? And he take off running before Tommy can get him. So she opens up the subpoena, and it says that she has to meet before a grand jury for the murder of Ray Jones. Raymond Jones. She was like, oh my God, Tommy, is this concerning Tasha's alibi? Tommy was just like, yeah, it looks like it is. She was like, look, there's one thing me lying to the police, but you guys talking about me lying under oath to the courts? Hell no, I can go to jail for that. He was like, you gave Tasha your word. She was like, oh, okay, so now I see what this is about. You over here trying to keep an eye on me, huh? This shit ain't even real. He was like, no, it is real. I just want to make sure that nothing happens to the family. I just had to come around and make sure that you weren't scared. And she was like, well, fuck, I am scared. He says, well, look, all you got to do is talk to Tasha, and whatever she plans, whatever she tells you, you just got to go with it. And then I promise you, after all this is done, me and you are both done with her and Ghost for good. I said, girl, if you believe that, I got some beachfront property in Iowa to sell you. What the fuck is wrong with Keisha? Now, I don't understand why she's so smitten. Oh my God. She can't be this dumb being a street girl. Now let's jump over to Kanan. Kanan gives Tariq the drugs, okay, and he's giving him a crash course on pricing. This is Xanax, this is that, and Tariq puts it in his bag. He gonna take it to the school and sell it. But Kanan was like, wait a minute, you ain't got no plan on how you gonna move this shit. You can't just go out there and be like, I got Xanax for sale. Tariq was like, yeah, I got it. But Kanan was like, nah, you ain't got it. Okay, they ain't teaching you shit over there. Give me my damn drugs back. Okay, you got to learn. So Kanan takes Tariq out with him for the day. First, they go meet with Benny. Okay, Benny was just like, who is this kid? Kanan was like, well, look, you got your backup, boys. I thought I'd bring my backup too. Kanan says, I know you down a supplier since that shootout. And Benny was like, oh, how you know any of that? Who sent you here? Tommy? He was like, nah, Tommy ain't really working right now. Him and Ghost having some problems. As a matter of fact, Ghost is the person that was responsible for your boy getting shot in the leg at that shootout the other day. Tariq back there listening, just shaking his head. Okay, just dumbass. You see this man talking about your daddy, you don't have no loyalty. Anyway, Kanan tells him he running his own thing right now. Okay, so maybe them two could work together. And Vinny was just like, well, I'm not really sure. Tariq tells him in Italian that he can trust him. Vinny was just like, oh, maybe I can. You got the nigga here that can speak Italian. I said, old flossy ass motherfucker got to be up here talking like he know a little bit of something. Leave it to Tariq to use his good education for something like this. So Vinny says, you know what? Since you got the boy back there, maybe we will try it. Okay, but it's on a trial basis. Now Teresi goes home and Angela is there. Of course, when he see her, he is disgusted. What's she doing here? Okay, to help Dad? Tasha was like, no, she's here to help us. He says, I don't trust her. Tasha was like, but I do. So you need to talk to her. Angela says, I need to know who Ray Ray was working with. Tariq was like, he was working with a dirty cop named Jukebox. They met through Kanan. And so she was like, so where's Jukebox? And then Tasha says, and Kanan killed her. And Tariq looks at her and he says, oh, so you trying to frame Kanan now? You helping this home wrecker? This woman that stole your man and broke up this family? This woman who arrested Ghost for something that he didn't do? I said, nigga, you got your number. First of all, he daddy, thank you. And secondly, how you just gonna call him Ghost in front of this girl? I guess he just like, fuck, she knew everything now anyway. He said, I thought that Dad was a damn backstabber, but I see now you are as well. Tasha says, listen, boy, me and your daddy might have did some shit, but Kanan did things 10 times worse. You don't know it because you stupid, but Kanan deserves this. Tariq says he's been good to me. And she's like, I don't give a fuck what he been good to you. But look, I've been better to you. Ain't nobody been better than me. I'm your damn mama. And look, it's coming down to this. It's either going to be Kanan or it's going to be me. Now, which one it's gonna be? I said, child, I don't know if I would put that to him these days. That old traitorous ass nigga. He look at her and he's like, I don't care. Find another way. Now, Angie's back at the office. She just trying to put some shit together. And First Chair come in there. He was like, so what's up with my recommendation, boss? And she was like, well, what's up on the investigation on Tommy, First Chair? And he's like, oh, you know about that? Yes, I know about it. I know about everything around here. I am Angela Valdez. What do you think? Why are you trying to keep all this away from me? He kind of him and haw. She was like, look, this is overly dedicated vendetta, not yours. Don't get caught up in some shit that happened before you even came here. You gonna give up your nice, beautiful corner office with all the people up under you and you being the big boss for some bullshit? First Chair says, you know what? I got a confidential informant. And she was like, okay, what's his name? He said, I said confidential. Okay, this is overly dedicated CI, and you know what? He's holding them real close to the vest. So now that you know we got that, I'm gonna need you to make that call to DC. I was like, Angela, girl, you need to pick up that phone and do it right now. That nigga need to go. Now Ghost goes back and tells Tasha that Angela has surveillance of Ray Ray and Dre talking on the street. So you know what? That's gonna help them be able to frame Dre. And she was like, no, you know what? Why don't we use somebody that's a whole lot less known? Okay, that really don't nobody know about it, ain't gonna miss if they gone. she hinting around Kanan. He was like, Kanan, no, Kanan saved Tariq. We can't put Kanan up for this. And she says, you know what? You don't want to blame Kanan because then you would have to admit that all of this is your fault. Tariq's impending arrest and Raina's death. All of it. And he was like, it's on Dre. She was like, well, what if it all goes wrong? Well, damn it, Ghost is counting that it won't. So Ghost goes in the room and, Tariq is in there pouting as usual. Okay, and he goes in there and he says, you ever see Ray Ray and Dre together? He says, yep, at Breeze's apartment. The same place that you killed him. And Ghost was like, oh, Kanan told you that? Yep, and what, now you gonna frame Dre for Raina's murder? You can't do that. You can't even put him there. He was not there. And if that don't work, then Mama's gonna go to jail. Ghost was like, no, wait a minute. Okay, your mama ain't going to jail. Ain't nobody going to jail but me. Okay, I am the leader of this family. I'm the father of this family. And I know you don't believe it, but I will do anything to protect you. And if that means I got to go to jail, then I will. He said, so you going to take the rap? He's like, look, ain't nobody going to jail if I can help it. But if I have to, I will. Ghost leaves out and Tasha comes in the room and she tells Tariq, we got to talk. Jumping over to Tommy and Kanan. Kanan tells Tommy that Ghost cut a deal with Dre. Okay, Tommy was like, what? Why would he do that? Okay, because Tommy don't know nothing about it. He was like, well, that's classic Ghost. He always cutting deals without anybody knowing. But what you need to be asking is, what is the deal that he made with Dre? Okay, what's going to happen to you? What's going to happen to me? Ghost comes in while they talking and he was like, Kanan, I need to talk to Tommy. So can you, go somewhere? Kanan was like, I'm sick of you sending me out the motherfucking room every time you want to come in and talk to Tommy. Tommy was like, you ain't got to go nowhere, Kanan. But Kanan was like, no, I was about to leave anyway. So he leaves out and Ghost was like, all right, Kanan, see you later. When he walks out, Tommy tells Ghost about the subpoena that Keisha had. And Ghost was like, damn, that's not good. But you know what? I got a plan. But I got a question. Was Dre running drugs through Truth when I was in jail? And Tommy was like, yeah. Ghost was like, fuck, you keeping secrets from me? And Tommy was like, look, I had to do what I had to do. Okay, it was either my life or sell these fucking drugs. Okay, Ghost was like, that's fine. Okay, all right. But I'm going to use that and say that's the reason why I fired Dre, because he was running drugs through Truth. That way it'll look like he got mad at me and then he reached out to Ray Ray to get him back. Tommy says, I even got one better. Let's put Diego's head over there at Dre's spot. And Ghost was like, that's even better. Okay, and I'm going to put the gun over there as well. Tommy was like, the gun? I thought that Tasha got rid of it. And he said, yeah, I thought she did too, but she didn't. I'll talk to you about that later. Okay, I'm out. Now, Kanan meets back up with Tariq. Tariq is telling him how, he had a talk with his dad. His dad seemed sincere. Something about he might take the rap for Ray Ray's murder. Kanan was like, no, that ain't your daddy. You didn't believe that shit, did you? And Tariq was like, well, I kind of did. I mean, he did seem like he was sincere. He got a plan to try to frame Dre for it. And Kanan was like, now that sounds like your daddy. Maybe you can trust a nigga, but come on, we got to run by the Italians and then I want to show you something. And he takes him on a crash course lesson in the old neighborhood. They walking down the street. He telling them how him and Tommy and Ghost used to run these corners and, crack up and down the street and everything. And then he gives old Ivy League Tariq some drugs and tells him that he needs to get rid of these and don't come back until he's done. And Tariq was like, I don't know these people. Like, what you want me to do? He's like, I don't care if you know them or not. Get rid of them. So now I guess Tariq is really on the streets. Tasha texting him, where are you? I said, girl, he's selling drugs in your old neighborhood. You better keep a better handle on your kid. And she's over at Keisha's house. Keisha come and tell her, girl, I have been subpoenaed. What do you think this might be about? Tasha said, girl, they think that Ghost killed Ray Ray, but he didn't. Okay, the real killer is still out there. Keisha was just like, Silver can't fix it. What's up with your boy? And she was like, no, he cannot. She needs another alibi because they still trying to close in on the person that killed Ray Ray. Keisha was like, so let me get this straight. You guys know who killed Ray Ray. Instead of you going to the police and telling them that, you want me to get on the court and under oath lie for you. Tasha was like, girl, but I got you. And she was like, since when do you got me, Tasha? Okay, first of all, you strong-armed me and made me clean drug money through my damn business. You've been here a million times. You ain't did nothing for me. You certainly have not had my back. Tasha, well, you know what, you right. I haven't been a good friend, but I have kept all of my promises. You know what? If you don't want to help me, just forget it. I would have been like, okay, girl, bye. Keisha's like, look, you asking me to be a bold-faced liar up in this court. The man wasn't even there. How do you want me to put him at a place that he wasn't even at? Tasha Tasha gonna say you would do it for Tommy. I said, oh, that Tasha is so terrible to Keisha. What a horrible friend that she is. You know that stupid ass Keisha is head over heels for that damn Tommy for no reason. Keisha kind of falters a little bit and Tasha says, look, I cannot protect my family without your alibi. Keisha says it's not my problem, Tasha, and Tasha was like, so you want me to go to jail? Or you want Tommy to go to jail? I would have been like, no bitch, I don't want to go to jail. How about that? Now back to Tariq. His ass finished selling the drugs. You know, Kanan was like, oh, hell no, you ain't dropped off all them drugs that fast. And he was like, yes, I did. I got your money, too. Okay, Kanan looking through the money. He checks and see he has a counterfeit 20. He's like, this is a fake-ass 20. How you supposed to be out on the streets and your ass can't even tell a real from a fake? Kanan is pissed at him like, nigga, you hustling backwards. So when they pull off and they driving down the street, Tariq spots the kid that gave him the fake 20. So he was like, pull around the corner. Okay, give me the gun. Okay, this nigga all of a sudden, he hard. Kanan pulls up and he jump out the car and he pulls the gun on the guy. Nigga, give me my $20. You know, the guy was like, okay. He drops the money and they take off running. So he get back in the car and he just as tickled as can be. He said, boy, you like the son I never had. And Tariq says, what about Sean? And he was just like, Sean ain't like us. Okay, Sean was weak. Tariq said, so that's why you shot him? And he was like, no, I shot him because he was disloyal. And Tariq was like, he was your son. And Kanan was like, shit, I ain't never had no damn DNA test. Okay, when he sees Tariq kind of get bothered by that. He was like, look, I loved him, but he disappointed me. But you ain't got to worry about it. It ain't like I'm going to kill you. Tariq was like, how can you kill someone you love? And Kanan was like, shit, you ain't a real killer until you do. I said, Tasha's still out there texting Tariq like, where are you? And he looks at his phone and he says, I gotta go home, pouting as usual. Now, James, we see him meet with Councilman Tate. You know, Councilman Tate was like, oh, you still got something to say? Why the hell am I here? And James was like, listen, I'm going to help you out. I'm going to let you know the truth. The reason why I got rid of Dre is because he was selling drugs through truth. And he got mad and now there's a vendetta against me. And Councilman Tate was like, now why are you telling me all this now? He was like, look, I'm just trying to help you out. There's some people coming after Dre and it ain't gonna be nice. Okay, so if you stick with him, he gonna pull you down. But if you come on back over on this round, this part of the side of the town, I'm gonna keep you with me and I'm gonna pull you up. Which one is it gonna be? And after that, James meets with Proctor. And Proctor want to pick his brain. Hey, you don't know nothing about some marshal getting killed in the jail the day before you was let out. You wouldn't know anything about that murder, would you? And Ghost was like, nope, sure don't. He was like, if you did know anything, would you know if there were any witnesses? And Ghost kind of looked around and was like, nope. But is there something I need to worry about? No, nothing you need to worry about. Okay, good. Well, let me ask you a question, Proctor. What if I turned myself in for something that I did not do? Okay, what would be the collateral damage? And Proctor was just like, no, you got a whole lot of heat on you. Okay, there's a big target on your back. You do not need to be doing nothing like that. It's just going to bring everybody else around it down. So hold on to what you got. Ghost is looking at him. He was like, what's going on, Ghost? You need to tell me, let me help you. Tell me what's happening. Ghost is not sure if he had to let him know that. So he was just like, yeah, Proctor, it was good seeing you. Still not sure if he can trust Proctor 100%. Then he meets with Dre. And Dre is feeling himself. He's now the Bass Group new international general manager. And Ghost was like, I don't give a fuck. Why is it that I killed Diego and Jason's still running around here alive? And Dre was like, oh, first of all, you didn't kill Diego, Kanan did. Okay, so it looked like we both didn't hold up to our end of the bargain. Ghost was like, no, nigga, Diego's dead. So it don't matter how it happened, I got it done. So you owe me a body. Dre was like, I went there to kill the nigga and he was already gone. Okay, so somebody in your crew tipped him off. Okay, so check your people. And for the record, I don't owe you a motherfucking thing. Now that Diego's gone, Alicia gonna need me even more, baby. The streets is mine. Ghost was like, oh, look at you. Really didn't came up from them days when you was my mentee. And he was like, yeah, well, the mentee don't need the mentor no more. I'm the man now, and I will see myself out. And that Ghost is seething. He is so pissed. I said, oh, that's your ass, Dre. I don't know how, but that's your ass. When he leaves, Ghost texts Tommy, okay, Dre, we getting them tonight. Meet me at the spot. Proctor, after his meeting with Ghost, he goes meet with his cousin. His cousin has the laptop. Okay, we need to get rid of this. And Proctor was like, nah, I don't really want to get rid of that because there's something on there that could put Ghost and Tommy away. I just need that as insurance for my life. But if I turn the shit in, I'm going to have to go into witness protection. The cousin says, well, can you trust them? And Proctor was like, well, here's the thing. I like them. However, I was forced to start working for them. So it ain't like we just was, friends and it happened organically. But he's come to like them. But, he still don't know if he can trust them. The feds are all over him. And he gonna have to make a move, because they using his ex-wife and, holding this custody issue over his head. And, shit is too dicey. He kind of feels like he needs to be loyal to Ghost. But the cousin asked him, well, do you feel like Ghost will be loyal to you? And he was like, please. He would pick his girl over me in a heartbeat. And the cousin was like, okay, well, you said it, not me. Okay, I'm gonna trust that you're gonna make the best decision for your life. Now, this is when the shit really picks up. We see Tariq and Kanan, they driving. Tariq over there pouting as usual. Kanan was like, look, don't let it get you down, okay? Just because you had an off day on the streets, it happens to the best of us. This is how you learn. While they driving down the street in this nice Mercedes, they get pulled over. Tariq is kind of nervous, and Kanan was like, okay, this the real deal now. This ain't the security guard, so put that fucking gun under the seat, okay, and just be cool. So the police pull him over. He walks up to the car and he tells Kanan he wants his ID and his registration. So Kanan hands that over, and then they ask for Tariq's identification as well. So Tariq gets it and gives it to the police. The police says pop your trunk, and Kanan was like, okay, that's fine, okay, because in his mind ain't shit in his trunk. And at the same time, we see Ghost looking in the safe for the gun that Tasha supposedly has, okay? But it's not in there. He's like, Tasha, where is the damn gun? And I was like, I'm sure it's in Kanan's trunk. We jump back over, and sure enough, when they open up the trunk, they see the gun just sitting there real nice and pretty in the middle. So they make a call for backup. Then they come around to Tariq's side of the car and open the door, tell him to get out. Okay, tell Kanan to get out. Kanan's like, it's all good, it's all good. Don't even worry about it, Tariq, just be cool. So they get out the car, and Kanan does not know that there was a gun in the trunk. The police tell him there was a gun back there, and Kanan was like, that shit ain't mine. Like, I don't know where that gun came from. And Tariq is still just standing there looking. I said, ooh, Tariq. Ooh, did you just plant that gun on your boy Kanan? I was just like, oh. At the same time, we see Tommy. He ready to pop Dre. He's texting Ghost. Where are you? Where are you? I got my eyes on Dre. Like, he can get him right now. Dre, he's so damn bold these days. This motherfucker walking down the street in the middle of the fucking night, just on the phone, not with nobody, security and nothing. Not paying attention to his surroundings. I mean, Tommy could have got him. But because Tommy can't reach Ghost, he doesn't do it. Ghost is too busy over there fucking arguing with Tasha like, what the fuck did you just do? She had Tariq plant the damn gun on Kanan. He was like, are you fucking crazy? Kanan is not gonna go down without a fight. He is not going down this easily. Okay, was Angela in this with you? She was like, well, we tried to let you know, but you was tripping. And he was like, so you guys both put Tariq's life in danger. She was like, it ain't no danger. I already called in the missing persons report. They gonna get him. They gonna arrest Kanan. It's gonna be done. I said, well, not exactly. That Ghost is pissed. This motherfucker is throwing shit all around the room. I said, you got every reason to be, Ghost. When it comes to this street shit, you know best. So when we get back to Kanan, they about to arrest him because there was a missing report filed for Tariq. And Kanan was like, I ain't kidnapped this boy with me on his own free will. And they were like, is that the truth? And Tariq is looking around and he looking up at Kanan, and Kanan is looking at him like, oh no, nigga, I know you not about to do this, are you? Tariq was like, I thought I was safe with him. He's my friend Sean's father. Okay, that was a little sign to Kanan, like, you killed Sean. That was my boy. That was supposedly your son. Okay, I'm sorry, but I got to do this to you, bruh. I said, ooh, Tariq, you better hope Kanan don't get loose. Kanan look up at him. He just disgusted. He said, go on and take the kid. So they take Tariq and put him in the back of the police car. And earlier Kanan was telling Tariq like how he ain't never going to jail again. Okay, so when they about to cuff Kanan, that Kanan turns around and grabs the damn police gun and shoot that one. He shoot the other one. Child, it's a whole full shootout, and that damn Tariq stupid ass is in the back seat just like you ain't so hard now, is you? That Kanan shoot every fucking body. When I say everybody, I mean every damn body. Kanan has been shot in the melee, once in the chest right here, and it looked like in the stomach, and it don't look good for old Kanan. But he got them all down except for one. There's one left that's on his back, right on the side of the car next to where Tariq is in the car, in the police car. And Kanan walks up to him and just shoots him point blank range. He looks at Tariq while he does it. And I said, ooh, Tariq, that's your ass. I'm telling you, I ain't never laughed. I was like, oh, this moment. But I knew that Kanan was not going to do anything to Tariq. One, because Tariq going to have to learn the hard way that the decisions that you make, okay, is what makes you the person that you are today. But also I think that because Kanan really does care about Tariq, even with Tariq, because Tariq is just so informed and just so mad and everything, you know, Kanan kind of gave him a break. And I think Kanan started to realize that maybe this was going to be his last moments on earth. So he goes and gets in the police car and he drives down the way. I'm thinking that, you know, Kanan is like a fucking cat. He got 9 lives and I ain't thinking that Kanan gonna die, and then child, he just died. I was like, oh, I could not believe that they killed Kanan off. I was so shocked. Like, I knew it was gonna be somebody, but first of all, we still got 2 episodes left, and I just was not expecting Kanan to go. Not right now. So next scene, we see Ghost and Tasha. They at the police headquarters, and they bring Tariq in, you know, and Tasha's like, are you okay? And they're like, yeah, he's okay. Okay, but we want to talk to you. That's NYPD, the Bianca lady, and the investigator that's over Raina's murder. So they questioning Tasha. Tasha was just like, Kanan was at the house, and you can ask Keisha. Okay, Keisha was there. She saw him at the house. Okay, and Keisha comes in and she does corroborate the story and say that she saw Kanan at the house, you know, the day of the funeral, so he could have very easily taken the gun from the safe. And then they finally get the story from Tariq. Ray was after him, but he killed his sister instead. He said he told Kanan, but nobody else, that he was just so scared, and you know, he's sorry he lied, you know, he's just so upset, and he crying and everything. You know, Tasha just kind of like, okay, baby, you put a little 20 on 10. That damn Ghost is sitting there in the back just looking like, these motherfuckers done all playing this shit without me. He is so shocked that his son, see, this is right here, let you know how out of touch Ghost is with his child now. It has absolutely no idea who this boy is anymore. He's sitting there watching all this display, and he just like, I cannot fucking believe it. Okay, we'll believe it. When they walking out and everybody seems to be free, they pass by Angela Valdez in the hallway. Tasha looks at her with a little smirk like, we got it. It's all done. Ghost is looking at Angela like, I don't know who you are either. Angela has a box in her hand, so she goes up to the NYPD Bianca lady, and she says, so what is this? And Angela was like, here, you know what? You were right. I don't need this. Is below my pay grade. And she gives it to NYPD, you know, kind of walks off smirking like, chestnut checkers, bitch. I said, okay, Angie, keep on pissing these people off. Because right when you think that Angela is in the clear, we see Proctor. He finally in there with First Chair and Overly Dedicated and Tamika and them. And he telling them that he don't have nothing on Ghost and them. But if there was anybody that was helping him, it would be Angela Valdez. I said, damn it. That's exactly why Ghost needs to stop holding so much shit close to vest. He needs Proctor sometimes. You should have told him what the fucking thing was going on. This man now done ruined the whole fucking plan. But I guess Ghost didn't really know what was going on as far as what Tasha and Angela was planning. But still, that would have all been done had you said something, Ghost. Anyways, lastly, we see Tommy and Ghost. Okay, they gotta identify the body. Kanan ain't got no other damn family. Jukebox gone. We see his body laid underneath a cloth. Tommy was like, Kanan said you was going to come for him. He saw this coming. You planned all this out to just get him dead. And Ghost was like, you can't think I did this. Okay, I did not do this. This was all Tasha and Tariq. He was like, you going to blame your damn family? You really going to pin it on them? You expect me to believe that? Ghost says, I promise you, I ain't had nothing to do with none of this, okay? I did have no plans of killing Kanan. You gotta believe me. And Tommy was like, I don't think I can believe anything you say these days. While they standing there talking, you know, the man from the morgue come in there and uncover Kanan, and I'm just expecting Kanan to jump up with a gun and start flat blasting the jammy on everybody. But child, that Kanan is dead. I mean, just like bloody gray, and he is dead. I was like, oh shit, Kanan is dead. Tommy and Ghost are both standing there looking, and Tommy was just like, rest in peace, motherfucker. I said, well, damn. Y'all, I'm telling you, that was a great episode. Oh, I did not see it coming. Great episode. All right, you guys, let me get off of here. Done been out here, the man cutting the grass. If y'all heard him, it's loud, so let me go. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.